Alright, in this video what I'll do is go through the factorizing technique for non-monic trinomials. So the technique works a little bit differently when there's a coefficient other than 1 here. So let's do this first problem, A1. So I've got 8x squared plus 14x plus 3. Now remember to grab the target number. What I've got to do is multiply the a by the c. So that a value and that c value. So our target number is positive 24. Alright, so what we do is we basically think about how we can split up 24 using addition to make 14x. And the two numbers need to multiply together to make the 24. So my guess is 12 times 2 equals positive 24. And that will be a positive, and that will be a positive to make the 14x. So let's go ahead and split the middle term. And it doesn't matter which way you do this. So you can add 2x plus 12x plus 3. So remember, we're splitting 14x into those two parts. And what it allows us to do now is to pull out a common factor using the grouping 2 and 2 method. So we're going to grab x, 2x out, which gives us 4x plus 1. Right, now over this side, if we've done this correctly, we should get this repeated factor of 4x plus 1. So what I'll do is take out 3, which is 4x plus 1. Surprise, surprise. So what we're going to do is take out 4x plus 1 as a factor. That multiplied by what gives me this? That'll be 2x. And that multiplied by what gives me that has to be 3. Right, don't forget to check your answer on the calculator using factor. So transform and factor. Feed at the trinomial. 8x squared 14x plus 3. And yep, there you go. Right, let's do this second one. 10x squared plus 19x plus 6. All right, so again, what we do is we get our target number by multiplying that by that value there, which is 60. All right, now what we've got to do is find two numbers that multiply together to equal 60 that can be added together to equal 19. All right, so I think it's going to be 4 times 15, okay, because 4 plus 15 is equal to 19x. So let's go ahead and split the middle term. Okay, let's break it into two parts, and we're going to factor this side, and we should get a repeated factor. So we've got 2x, 5x plus 2. This side, the highest common factor is 3, 5x plus 2. Take the repeated factor out. That multiplied by 2x will give us that. That multiplied by 3 will give us that. Okay, make sure you check those on your calculator. All right, B1, that's 6x squared plus 13x, take 5. All right, this time we're going to do that by that, and our target number is negative 30. All right, so I think it's got something to do with 2 times 15 because they can be manipulated to equal 13. Now, one of these has to be a negative, and I believe it's going to be this one. Right, why do I know? Well, let's reconstruct or split the middle term and see what happens. Take 2x plus 15x, take 5. So note when I split this middle term, 13x is the same as negative 2x plus 15x, take 5. All right, but doing it that way will allow us to factorize the left and the right and get a repeated factor. Let's see what it is. So pull out 2x as a common factor. 3x, take 1. Now I'm going to pull out 5. 3x, take 1. All right. Repeated factor comes out. That multiplied by 2x gives me that. And that multiplied by 5 gives me that. All right, let's go this last one. Okay, our target number is negative 24. That multiplied multiplied by that. All right, so now I think it's got to do with 6 times 4. Okay, in fact, I'll just show you, I'll choose incorrectly and I'll show you what happens. So I'm going to go 12 times 2. And what you'll quickly realize is that there's no way to make 2x from 12 and 2. You're just never going to make 2x. So that tells you that you've picked the wrong factors. All right, so I think it's going to be 6 and 4. Now, one of these has to be negative. Which one is it going to be? Well, it's got to be this one, the negative 4, because 6 plus negative 4 is positive 2. So let's rewrite it. Okay, and check 6x take 4x is indeed 2x. Right, over here, we'll do 2x comes out as a common factor, so I'm going to factorize the left and the right. Okay, over here, I'm going to move, there's no common factor here, so I'll take negative 1 out as a common factor and rewrite this as 4x plus 3. Okay, that comes out as a factor. That multiplied by what gives me this, answer has to be 2x. That multiplied by what gives me this, answer has to be negative 1. Right, so there's those 4 problems. Hopefully you found that helpful and that it's helped you get moving on the non-monic trinomial factorizing.